Hello, it's Debbie here, and in this video I'm going to be showing you some simple decreases. So now I'm going to show you how to work a knit two together, which is one of our decrease techniques. I've knitted just the first two stitches as normal so that you can see better. What we're going to do now is we're going to actually knit these two stitches and make them just one stitch after we've finished. So we're going to knit into the front of both stitches, wrap the yarn round, bring the yarn through the loop, again taking both stitches across to the back, and then drop both stitches off the left hand needle. So you can see there we've now got 3 stitches, whereas we've actually worked 4. So I'm going to work another couple so that you can see them. You wouldn't normally have them next to each other in a pattern, but this is just for you to be able to see, so that's okay. So we're going to go again into both the next 2 stitches, wrap the yarn around, bring the yarn through both the loops, and you can see both those 2 loops there at the back. Drop those 2 off, and we've now created 1 stitch where we had 2 before. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to make a decrease using the slip slip knit, which is a nice neat decrease. There are various ways of working it, but this is my preferred way. And we start with slipping the first stitch as if we were going to knit it onto our right hand needle without working it. Our next stitch, we slip that stitch as if we were going to purl it. So it goes from left onto the right without working it. So we've now got 2 stitches on our needle which haven't been worked. Now in order to make the decrease, what we're going to do is going to knit those 2 stitches together. So we're going to go into the stitches, so we've got 2 stitches there, wrap the yarn around and lift the needle over the 2 stitches, slide that off. You can see there we've now got 1 stitch, and if you have a look here you can see that this gives a lovely neat finish. So I'll do another one. So we're going to slip our first stitch knitwise, slip our next stitch as if we were going to purl it. So here are our 2 unworked stitches, and we're going to knit the 2 stitches that we've slipped together as 1 stitch, like a normal knit 2 together really, and lift that over the top, and then you can see we've got 1 stitch with a barely visible decrease. So this stitch is our central double decrease. It's often worked as a decorative decrease, and we actually decrease 2 stitches in one go. So to achieve that, we slip 2 stitches at the same time as if we were going to knit them or knitwise. So we're going to go into the front of those next 2 stitches, but rather than work them, we're just going to slip them off onto the right hand needle. Then our next stitch we'll knit as normal, and to complete the decrease we're going to get both of those 2 slipped stitches, and this can be a little tight, so just be patient, make sure you don't split the yarn, and we're going to lift those 2 slipped stitches over the right hand needle and drop them both off the needle. So there you can see that we've worked 5 stitches, but we've actually got 3 stitches on our needle. So I'll do another one of those for you. So we take the next 2 stitches and we insert the needle as if we were going to knit them, but instead of knitting them, we're just going to slide them off the needle. We knit the next stitch as normal. And then we get our 2 slipped stitches, take those 2 together and lift them over the right hand needle and then drop them off. There, I'm just going to lift that over because that's split a little bit. There we are. So there you can see we've created this double decrease.